Hi, welcome to Flying Fin RC. I'm just putting a quick video together. We are making a fuel caddy for the big petrol planes. So I just thought I'd give you a quick video on how we're doing it, because sometimes it can be a little bit tricky knowing how you're going to mount the pump, especially when you've got like a strange shaped bottle like this. As you might have seen in the previous picture, I got suckered into buying a fuel can from two hot young ladies, but it's a cool looking can, so I'm happy with that. So I thought I'd show you a really easy way to mount the fuel pumps that in my opinion, I think looks quite professional. So to start off with, I've got the fuel can. I've got this Prolux manual fuel pump. I got this from our friends at Pro Build. I've got a length of fuel pipe. I've gone for the Extreme Flight fuel pipe because it's got a longer shelf life. With the pump, you get like a fueling nozzle and you get a clunk. The only additional bits I've bought has been a fuel filter, just to make sure no contaminants go into the fuel tank of the plane. And if you can see it, I've got a 90-degree, it's basically like a fuel tank fitting. It's an L-shaped twin barbed fuel pipe fitting. So it's, you know, just sort of thing you can get from your model shop anyway. The only additional bits that I bought, this is the most important bit now, especially if you're using one of these cool looking BP fuel cans. This is the clever way of mounting it. So I don't know if you recognise this, but it's basically an exhaust pipe clamp. It's a 75mm. The only thing I've done to it, I've very slightly changed the radius here. So I literally just put a file to it and I just filed it to the right shape. In actual fact, what I used to get a template is the fuel cap. So what I'm going to do is assemble it very quickly and just show you how simple and what it's going to look like finished. So you get the fuel can, you get your U-bolt, literally slides perfectly over the neck. Then using this bit, slides over like that. This bracket for the fuel pump, depending what fuel pump you use, you might want to do your own thing, but because these manual ones have got a bit of a funny shape and no actual way to secure it, I've just used a thin bit of aluminium. I bent a couple of tags underneath just to give it some extra support. Then I've got two very thin cable ties, and that is solid, that's not going anywhere. So once you've got your pump mounted to a flat plate, you literally have two holes. You can see it coming together now. So that goes on like that. I'm only doing this finger tight because it's like a tutorial. There'll be random pictures through this video, so if you're not sure how I've done something, you can maybe pause on the pictures and have a look. So see how simple that is. So time that's tight. That's not going anywhere. Let's do it a little bit tighter just so you can see. So that looks quite neat. All right, so that's the pump mounted. The next thing I did is on the lid, I drilled a 6mm hole. I put my L-shaped barb fitting in. And then put the pipe in. It's no different from when you build your fuel tank up on the plane. The only thing you need to do is make sure, obviously, the fuel line's going to go in reach the bottom. I put a bit of slack there so it can go in the corner. So if you do get that low, you can sort of angle the tank a bit, get the last dregs. You never know, you might be able to get one more flight. So, something quite important actually, before I drilled this hole, this lid's got a really coarse thread on it, so it always does up in the same position. So I actually drilled the hole so it would line up neatly in line with the pump. The other advantage of putting an inline fuel filter, if you want to fill the tank up at the petrol station, you don't want too much hassle disconnecting, you know, like getting the lid off and twisting pipes. So literally, I can just pull that out. So yeah, here you go. So now that pipe's connected to the fuel pump. Then on the outlet, just got a nice length of pipe. I used the filling tip that came with the pump. What I've done to make storage a bit easier, and when you've finished, literally all I've done is put a bolt through the bracket there, and then pushed a very short bit of pipe on. The idea of that is when you're finished filling up, you can just push the nozzle in there, and it keeps it all sealed. The good thing about these fuel tanks, they've actually got like a vent pipe here. So when you're actually filling up, you're not going to get a vacuum as you're drawing it out. You just release the cap when you're finished. You do it up, then everything should be airtight, so you don't get any horrible fuel vapors or smell. So yeah, I hope that might help a few people that are thinking about making their own fuel caddy. Just a quick one. They actually do BP do a smaller fuel container. It's about half the size, but because we plan on doing lots of flying and we can be like literally away all weekend flying, we've gone for the bigger one. Plus there's a couple of us be using the fuel as well. So yeah, hopefully that's going to serve us well. All right, thanks for watching. Any questions, just put it in the comments and I'll try and answer. All right, adios.
Adios.